Christopher, how are you? And you have a new program coming out, especially for SaaS companies. Explain why.
Yeah, I've got a new company, new offer coming out that I think a lot of founders really love. Scale by UX Bright. Essentially, we're helping founders transform their MVP from, whether you just released from $0 to 10K and monthly recurring revenue per month. So here's the great thing, Neil. When you release a product, you're working on it. What really matters is it going to truly make you the money that you needed, right? And with my experience as software as a service, I have some experience in helping business owners take that product from zero users to your first paying users and turn it into a sustainable business model. So this offer that we're coming out with right now is going to be really a full package for folks to get some go to market clarity, understand how to really take that product and scale. We'll help you build out a growth roadmap, give you an conversion audit, how to make sure you can monetize successfully, and access to a couple different other tools because you know building something is easy nowadays, but really truly growing it and scaling it, that's where the real hard part comes in. So that's where the new offer comes in is scale.uxbright.com, how to take it from 0 to 10K MRR a month.
That's huge. That's absolutely huge. You know why, man? Because what it does is it shows how you need to bring in sales for your company. A lot of times people miss that fact. They start marketing, but they're really not
100%.
focused and looking at the conversion in sales.
100%. And I this program is really built for founders that don't want to stumble into the dark and guess their way to growth. If you're somebody who wants to truly learn about a growth system and processes that really actually yield results, this is really my no fluff, all hands on framework for how you take that first launch of the website to uh, making you a decent amount of money to leave that full-time job, right? Or whatever those the revenue goals are. I think it's super important to have that tying the product to revenue goals, because uh, that's really a true indication on whether or not you have a good product market fit, right? Like if you can sustain the company's revenue just off of that product, then that means it's working, right? Uh, so that's where I ultimately want to build this framework, because when I first started, I had to go through all these different pitfalls. Spend a bunch of money that I probably didn't have at the time in order to figure out the lessons that you learn here for only the tenth of the cost. So that's
Right.
where I'm really excited about it. It's really just giving back in a different way, and uh, lets you plot the future in a much more confident manner versus you figuring instead of trying to figure out what, you're just figuring out the how.
So what do you think makes you stand apart with this offer?
Well, the biggest thing that other so a lot of there are a lot of gurus out there that claim to give you some magical package for how to do your achieve something, but uh this package right here that we've put together is a culmination of my 10 plus years of experience in the startup industry. It combined with some one-on-one mentoring and support that comes with having an exited founder in your back pocket. So, you know, like any good quarterback, it's good to have a good offensive coordinator and defensive coordinator, right, on your team to make sure that you're running the right plays and you can execute properly. So this is one thing this package does that any other package does. Most folks are probably just giving you some run of the mill learning program. I'm giving you your own dedicated, tailored growth roadmap for your business. So, if you're a AI agency or AI software company, you're just now figuring out, hey, this is the type of business I want to build. Building the AI part, you would think is the hard part, but the real hard part is actually generating enough customers to make it such a sustainable venture. And that's where I want to help out folks. And you won't find a lot of programs that teach you how to grow sustainably over time. Uh, it just doesn't happen.
No, it doesn't happen, and it becomes more of a chore, and you want to really have a sustainable growth as a company.
100%. As part of this framework for when you're working with us, we really start with what we call ICP, ideal client profile alignment. So we're looking at all your marketing messages. What are your go-to-market goals, objectives? How are you actually talking and presenting the product to the client? And then, from every step of the way, we make sure that your messaging is aligned in your marketing, make sure it's in your sales, all your templates, languaging, and work this into a defined process that grows your product. Because I think that's one of the things that people miss is you built this great product, but you probably have not gone out and sold it yet. So how do you build yourself a product sales system and then connect that with marketing to ultimately see meaningful results? We talk about this all the time. The fallacy is people think if I build it, they will come, magically, that clients will just show up at the door once we release this app. But the true fact of it is, yeah, you need to start building that marketing funnel very early and building it often for it to really reach, true levels of attention and success that, we've seen platforms that come. You would think OpenAI and all these other firms are overnight successes, but in
No.
real cases, there's been a lot of groundwork, years and years of organic distribution systems that the founders themselves had to build. So the key important piece is for people to start now rather than later, especially when you just launched a product.
Exactly. And the best place people can go is there's a website for people to go to. Where is it, Chris?
Yeah, you can go to uh, our new page that really talks about how to capture this offer, scale.qxbright.com, where you can sign up, get your own tailored growth plan tailored to your business, and really scale your software as a service to that meaningful revenue number.
All right.
But if you want to learn more just about UX Bright and other product development needs, check us out, uxbright.com, and on LinkedIn, where we're sharing all types of product news and content.
Fantastic. That was a special simulcast.